Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel and the first video of 2020. Now, as you've seen from the thumbnail, you probably guessed that we're not in the ST today. At the moment, the ST is running fine. There's a few jobs that I want to do to it, but at the moment it is too cold and it's not really the best time of the year. So the Kia had developed a fault, and the issue is the top rear brake light. So I went to Euro, looking for the bulb that I saw on the internet, and when I gave them the reg, they said that they didn't actually do one because it was an LED light, and I felt a little bit of a tit. Maybe I should have checked first. I did look online though, as I say, and all the ones that I saw, maybe it's just American ones, do have a normal bulb. So this one is an actual LED strip. So I checked all the fuses, they seem okay. Then I found out, because it is LED, I don't think it goes back to a fuse. The normal other two, the side ones do, and that one was okay. So after a little bit of wondering what to do and asking around, I ended up having a look, following the wire through the boot at the little rubber bung that joins the boot, and all your wires for top brake light, a rear wiper, anything else that you may have there. Not so much the rear wash fluid, because that tends to be separate. Obviously not a good idea to put water next to electrics. But yeah, basically what I found out is never happened to me before, but obviously since now I've got the son, we're using the boot a lot more for the pushchair, and what I found is obviously opening the boot constantly, it's obviously snapped the wire. So yeah, basically today, as I wasn't really going to film this, I didn't think it was something you possibly would want to watch, but I thought I'd do it anyway, just to put something on, because I've not put anything on for a while. As I say, it may help some people, so you have to bear with me because I don't have a tall tripod, so I'll try and sit the camera where I can, try and let you guys see what I'm doing. But the idea is to try and find this wire that's possibly snapped and buried itself. I'm half sat in the garage at the moment, just in case it rains, because typical British weather. So yeah, the light's not great either, but as I say, we'll see if we can get this job sorted and see if we can get it working again. So hopefully, let's make a start, find out where that wire is. Hopefully I'll not have to take all the roof lining apart or anything else. Hopefully I'll just find it buried down somewhere in the little bung and see how we go. So I'm doing this voiceover because when I actually recorded this I just forgot to say anything at all, so I hope you don't mind me doing it this way. So the first step was to locate the wire that ran from the boot lid, which I found before, and find the other end, which should be either in this bung or not too far deep within the roof. So what I didn't record is I actually found the wire under the hole inside, so I managed to pull that back up through, so we can see both wires, which at the moment are quite taut, so don't really want to solder these back up because it may just snap again. So what I'm going to do is add some more wire and try and give it a bit more slack. Here we can see the wire that I've just twisted together, just hold it in place. Now the wire is quite small and delicate, so there's better ways to hold the wires together, but I thought it was adequate for what I'm doing. So yeah, once it's the wire's twisted, so use a bit of solder and solder the end together. Now I've not done this for a while, my hands are quite shaky as it's quite cold. But the idea is solder one side and then let that dry, turn the cable around and then solder the other side. So the solder all the way around the connection. So hopefully you can see better there than the other awful angle. Okay, so what I didn't record is just putting some insulation tape around the ends after it's soldered and cooled down. So this long cable needs to be fed back through the rubber bung and cut to length. I don't need too much bare, just enough. So as you can see, the cable's been pulled through, just need to cut that to the correct length, and this bit can be pushed back through the hole out of the way. But once the cable's away, we can put the bottom of the rubber bung back in place and make sure it's watertight and in properly. So now just cut the cable to suit the appropriate length. Okay, so once cut to length, so what I'm going to do is just twist these cables together, and it's a good idea to test. So as you saw, it's all working, so we just need to solder this last bit up. Using the same technique as before, soldering one side, let that dry, turn the cable around and solder the other side to make sure all the wires are firmly together and covered. And you see, not the best job, but it should be fine. So once that's soldered, put some more tape round as before, like the other end, and push the bung back in place. Make sure no water's going to get in there. So yeah, great. As you saw, I just tested the rear brake lights. Yeah, it's working again. Soldered them both ends, put the extra piece of wire in just because I didn't want to try and, you know, pull them together because it's probably going to snap again if it snapped once. So I say, hopefully this video has been some use, and you know, now I feel a lot safer with people not flying, you know, behind you. When you're driving next and you're following cars at night time, mainly night time, because say you've got lights on and the brake lights are the same as the lights, so if you're driving at night time, the car in front brakes, yeah, have a think how often your eyesight goes for that rear brake light. You know, it's quite an essential light, I think, and it's definitely one that you want working. I don't know how long it's been out, but you know, I feel much safer now that it's actually working. So again, keep following. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and hopefully we'll be back soon with some more Fiesta videos. Thanks for watching.